call for glory. We're running the game with strategy sharp, igniting the flame. Draft day madness, our hearts pounding fast. In this fantasy showdown, we're built to outlast.
I am not tired of that song yet. I know you can't hear it, and it really bums me out that you can't hear
I'm
it.
tired of the silence.
I know I can.
Maybe I'll start playing it as it's going.
Oh, as soon as I click 1, 2, ready, go, you're just gonna play it as well. It's not a bad idea. Well, you'd have to have it perfectly synced up because there's more to that song. Sneak peek behind the scenes. That's not the whole song. I did have to crop it to fit the intro length. Remember, that's a whole song. It's got like 4 verses.
Oh, yeah.
So you'd have to find that specific verse, play it at that exact time.
No, I'll just play it through Canva.
That's a hell of a lot easier idea. But anyways,
Yeah.
we are into week 6. Officially, 1/3 of the season is gone. Checking in on your weekly dub master. Yeah, 5-0, baby.
Yeah, I thought I was going to pull out a dub there, but fortunately, Travis Kelce decided to be Travis Kelce of old.
Yeah, he had 65 yards and a touchdown, so nothing crazy, but enough to be pretty dang good. I know, and you had Hollywood Brown.
Best game of the season for him.
Was it really? 65 and a touchdown.
And Hollywood Brown actually did kind of what I was hoping he would do.
Which I get 54 yards? No, he got that many?
I think he did, dude. Because remember, I was like, dude, you got to be joking. He actually got the points that I thought I was going to need. Because I was down by 4. I was like, Travis Kelce's gotten 3 or 4 points every game this year. So if Hollywood Brown can get 7 or 8 points, I have a good chance of winning. But
yeah, Justin falls to 2-3 on the year. And
it feels weird because I keep looking at my team and I'm like, I got to change something up. But then I look at my players and I'm like, I'm just getting shafted, dude. My team, I'm not looking to change things around. It's a good team.
Yeah.
But
it's tough because when I play fantasy football, it's I have always had the mindset that my team can always get better. There's something I always can do, and this is the one season where I am just I know my team can get better, but I don't know how to get it there because every possible trade scenario, every possible add, drop, start, sit decision, I'm I feel stuck and I hate it because I feel like I have always had a goal in years past to get a certain lineup. I need to upgrade here. This is how I'm going to do it. I just got to get it done. And now I'm looking at other teams and I'm everyone is kind of in the same boat. So maybe I just got to start letting stuff fly and see.
I've just been so trigger shy this year, which is usually not the case. I usually just send trades left and right. I think that I really like the players I have, and so I don't really want to get rid of them.
Yeah.
And also, it's really hard to trade right now because I know running backs are incredibly valuable. I mean, so many running backs getting hurt. Luckily, I have not. Well, Chuba was hurt last week, but he should be back this week. It's tough because I'm yes, I would like to trade for another wide receiver 1 because I lost Neighbors. But I still have a Dunze who actually was doing better than Neighbors. And to give up a running back, I keep going through trades with Kenneth Walker, maybe trying to get a Rashee Rice or a Mike Evans or something like that. Drake London, I tried with you. But even then, straight up, I don't really want to trade a solid running back for a solid wide receiver 1.
Yeah, it's tough being
unless it's Puka or Amon-Ra. I don't.
I mean, it's tough because my situation, and you know this, is I am loaded at wide receiver, absolutely loaded.
Yeah.
But my running backs, it didn't shake out the way that I was hoping it was going to yet, and I just lost Hampton to IR, so he'll be gone for 4 weeks. They're expecting it to be a pure 4-week stint and then he'll be back. But I can't justify downgrading at wide receiver. So basically, if I have an A tier receiver, I don't want to downgrade to a B tier running back just because it's that position. And I feel like that's what it would take to get a deal done, because no one wants to give up the A tier running backs for an A tier receiver. Like, so there's
I guess
no.
It depends what you call an A tier. Like, I mean, would you call Scadaboo? Would you call Scadaboo an A tier running back?
No, he's B tier for sure.
What about Kenneth Walker?
He's like A B tier. Like he's teetering.
He's infuriating because if Charbonnet would just die,
Yes.
Kenneth Walker is so good. I was watching the game. I was just watching his stats, and I was like, why are they not giving him the ball more? He had like 8 yards per carry last week.
I know. Yeah, he was like
And it
10
wasn't
for
a chunk
82.
play. It was just he's just that good.
I know. I was watching that game too because it was a fantastic game, the Bucks and Seahawks.
Yeah.
But that's he would be in an A tier. I mean, I love me some Ken Walker, but it's hard. So like, for example, I have CeeDee Lamb, I have Drake London, I have Cortland Sutton, and Cortland Sutton is the lower tier name of the three, but he's by far been the most productive of all my receivers. I've got Jordan Addison, Pearsall, Chris Godwin if he can get his feet under him. So
if I were you, I would look to trade away Cortland Sutton, because once you have CeeDee Lamb and Drake London back, well, Drake London's back. He wasn't hurt, but once CeeDee Lamb is back, you're going to have CeeDee Lamb, Drake London, and then, yeah, it'd be nice to have Cortland Sutton in your slot, but also you have Pearsall, and what else did you have?
Addison
And
Godwin.
So, like, if I were you, I would try to get the best running back you can for Cortland Sutton.
But that's exactly my point.
You don't need him.
But that's exactly my point. What I was just saying is I feel like just because I would be getting a running back, no one is going to give an equal tier running back for a receiver. So, like, okay, Cortland Sutton for Ramondre Stevenson.
No, come on, dude. I don't think people value Cortland Sutton.
I don't know. Tell me someone who you think I could get for Cortland Sutton.
David Montgomery.
But I don't want David. I would rather have Cortland Sutton. So this is what I was saying. So we have 2 running back, 2 receiver, 2 flex.
Bro,
So
David Montgomery, like, has been great.
yeah, but I'm saying I don't have to take that risk when I know what I have in Cortland Sutton.
You could probably get Javonte.
Yeah, I mean I could, but then I have CeeDee Lamb,
Not this
Javonte
week.
Williams, and the tight end Ferguson.
Brees Hall, you could probably get done.
But see, it's like I don't know, man. Betting on the production of the Jets in the run game with Brees Hall or Cortland Sutton is the wide receiver 9 on the year so far. And again, you can plug and play any of those names. No, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah. Well, look at you now. Like, you have all the wide receivers in the world, but if one of your 2 starting running backs goes down, it doesn't matter how many wide receivers you have for your slot positions. You need a running back.
Yeah. I also
That's what I'm
I
saying.
could start 4 wide receivers, is what I'm saying. You only need to start 2 running backs in the league, and I could start 4 receivers.
You only have 2. That's the issue.
I got a few more now. I picked up.
And one's on IR now.
I picked up. So I got
Michael
Jonathan
Carter.
Taylor, Michael Carter, and I picked up Tyler Algier and Tajay Spears, and I've got RJ Harvey.
You picked up 3 backups, and you already had a backup.
5-0 here talking. Thank you. We're going to
100%.
move on because I want to tip my beer. Let's get into recap. Okay, you got a beer this week, not a sparkly, spiggly boo water.
No. Whiskey.
Why? Was that not foam on the top?
It's a little foamy.
But look in the camera. It looks like that was a huge, like, head on a beer.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's not. It's just, what the hell? How is it so foamy?
Kind of is.
That's weird. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This ginger ale, it's just been really foamy. It's kind of scaring me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
I just had to down that. I think that beer was skunked.
Why? Oh, God.
Or you know what? I poured it just like straight down because I didn't want to like feel the bubbles, but I think that just made it taste terrible. So we're going to not disrespect this next one like that. But look, since we're in Tampa, I get the custom Tampa Bay Buccaneers Bud Light.
Oh, that's why it tastes like shit.
Okay, bro. Don't disrespect everyone's hometown sweetheart. I think universally, unless you're a Panthers, Saints, or why am I blanking?
Oh, I wasn't talking about the Bucks. I was talking about Bud Light.
Oh, yeah. It was on sale at Publix. So, sue me. All right. Let's get into some recap. I don't hate myself this week. Yeah? After what happened last week? I mean, again, 5-0. Shout out my Denver Broncos. Taking down the defending world champs at their house. Send them home crying. We bet the house last week, and so technically, if you want to get technical, I'm over 3 again.
Oh my gosh.
However, I was extremely close on 2 of them. I give myself like a 90%. Okay? On 2 of them, and 1 I whiffed on. But again, that's infuriating that I whiffed on the 3rd one because that shouldn't have happened. But I said Justin Fields finishes as a top 5 QB versus Dallas. He finished as the QB 8. And he had 283 yards passing, only 26 rushing, which is, I think, was unexpected. 2 passing touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. That was still a great week. In our league, he scored me 29 points. He finishes the QB 8, not the QB 5, but so technically an L, but you were still very, very happy and had a good performance. I said Saquon Barkley goes for 100 total yards against Denver. Do you want to take a guess, Justin? Do you know what Saquon Barkley's stat log was for last week against Denver?
No.
Okay. What if I told you he touched the ball 9 times the entire game? He had 6 carries in the entire game against Denver.
Wow.
3 receptions. He had 9 total carries. They said it's the fewest amount of touches he's ever had in a game that he started and finished. In his
Probably why they lost.
Well, I mean, he was 6 for 30, so he had 5 yards a clip, but he was 3 for 58. And the only reason, my bet the house was Saquon Barkley 100 total yards. He finished with 88 total yards and a 58-yard passing or receiving touchdown. That's the only reason he got there. So in our league, you get bonus points for an extra long touchdown. He finished with 16 points, but I said he goes for 100 total. He finished with 88 and a touchdown. Tomato, close enough.
That's not tomato.
I'm saying it's close.
Line.
Yeah, it was a hard line. It was close. And then finally, Devon Achane, bet the house, finishes a top 10 RB. This asshole against the worst rushing defense in the NFL went 10 for 16 on the ground.
Holy shit.
But yet he had 30 yards.
Been the greatest on the ground.
But actually, he was on the ground. His rookie year, he averaged 7 yards per carry. And he had...
Through 5 games.
It was more than that. But anyways, he had 30 receiving yards and the 1 touchdown. A badass receiving touchdown, if you didn't see it. He straight up mossed someone, spun around, got both toe taps in the back of the end zone. It's pretty sick. So he finished with the RB22. But again, if you were just to like put his average for say 4.5 yards per carry on 10 carries instead of 16 yards, and he gets 50 yards in that game, you're looking at a top 12 ish, especially with the receiving the touchdown. But technically 0 for 3, but I'll give myself some props because we're getting there. We're getting there. You don't have your stuff, do you?
I don't know what happened to my sheet.
Why are you living in the 15th century with a pen and paper? You have a notes app on your phone. You could type it up exactly as I do. I have highlighted, indented, bulleted.
This is a lot bigger than this. And I can just...
Who needs it bigger? Your phone's not big enough to see in your hand?
No, while we're doing the show, it's just easier to look down at a sheet of paper. I can just glance at it, look back, rather than have to be like...
Yeah, except you keep that with you everywhere you go and can update, do it, and be accessible.
Well, look, I have...
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Like, I usually keep
get a
them
folder.
Here. I don't know why
get a binder.
It's not here. I don't know why it's not here.
It's probably in there. You're just probably mistaking it. But whatever. All right.
Oh, wait.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh, never mind.
No, well, dumbass. All right. Well, in some better news, on my tough galls, we went 3 for 3, baby. 3 for 3. Jake,
did I follow you on all yours?
You did, except for one. If I remember correctly. Yes, I do. So tough call number 1: Jake Ferguson versus the Jets, or Sam Laporta versus Cincinnati. Jake Ferguson was the tight end 2 on the week, I believe. He had 2 touchdowns. So we both went Jake Ferguson, smash. Cortland Sutton versus Philly, or Marvin Harrison Jr. versus Tennessee. That's where you went, Marv. And I'll let you. They finished 0.1 points different. Marv had 98 yards. Cortland had 99 yards. So
Cortland won.
He won. But again, if you went either way,
Did Marv have a touchdown though?
No, that was my Michael Carter touchdown. He went down at the 1, and then Michael Carter punched it in. And I was pissed. By the way,
I think Marv is breaking out.
Now's your time, Justin. There's your wide receiver 1 you were talking about. Christina's down to clown.
Oh, to trade for him?
Yeah.
I would trade for him. I think she's really attached to him, though.
I mean, maybe. I don't know if you tried, but Christina's down to clown. Just saying.
I would trade for him.
So, yeah.
I did find my bet the house.
Oh, all right. Well, then do your bet the house. Actually, real quick, it was Jamar Chase or A.J. Brown. We both picked Jamar. So, and Jamar had the garbage time 2 touchdowns. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy. 3 for 3. Woo!
Which, by the way, Joe Flacco signs with the Bengals. But apparently, he might retire.
Oh my God, no way! I mean, I don't know. The coach just came out and said he was going to start on Thursday because they play Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it was like by a notable. I don't remember what it was from. Might have been like the Pat McAfee show or something, reporting that he might retire. I don't know.
If I was his old ass, I might consider it too. Like, Russ, seriously? I'm just like being hoed out, pimped out in the NFL for 5th round picks all around the world.
Although he gets to start, so it's like,
I don't know.
All right. My bet the house was that Justin Herbert and Jaden Daniels duke it out. They each have 200 passing yards and a touchdown. They both had touchdowns. Jaden Daniels had 231, and freaking Herbert had 166. So
yeah, Herbert sucked. I think he only had like 12 points.
I almost hit that entire line, which is kind of crazy, but Herbert sold a little bit. Garrett Wilson, he would get 100 yards. He had 71. And then I said Dave Montgomery would get in the end zone, and he did.
Yeah, so David Montgomery touchdown is usually a pretty good bet.
1 for 2, technically. I would give myself 2 for 1. But
yeah, what's his name? Dave Montgomery. He did well for me in our DFS. But yeah, go for your tough calls if you got those.
I don't.
Oh, well, didn't matter anyways. So to recap the DFS, this was the most points I think I've ever scored in a DFS. I also went back and looked. Every single one of my players scored a touchdown. At least,
Wow.
yeah, every single one scored a touchdown.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because I think
scored
you had
100.
Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton, and I was up on
No,
you.
I had Fields and Wilson with you. Those were my QB1 and wide receiver 1. I had Justin Fields, Rico Dowdle because
Yeah, that was
Chuba
last
Hubbard
week.
was out. Yeah, it was last week. Dave Montgomery, Garrett Wilson, Michael Pittman. Or no, Michael Pittman didn't score. Feel like I switched him out. Anyways, Jake Ferguson, Devon Achane, and Detroit's defense. I won 164 to 98. So even without Rico Dowdle's 30 points, I was still smacking that ass. So I think that's 2 weeks in a row for me, right? As I go back through. Yeah, I won last week too.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada. And you're right, I do have it here. I had Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton.
Which I think
Because I had Puka
makes us
Nakua's.
2-2. Because I think I was 2-0, and then I've just lost every week since.
Yeah, because week 3 we did it.
Well, no,
week 2.
one of us should have 3 wins because we've done it since week 2. No, I'm right.
No,
That was week 5, so.
the first one we did was when we did it with Timmy on the show. We've only done 3. So, and I won the last 2.
Oh.
Unless I just didn't write it down, but I don't see why I wouldn't have written it down. Anyways, let's move on to this week. Like I said, you got 2 teams on bye. I believe it is Minnesota and Houston. Yes, Minnesota and Houston on bye. And it's nut up or shut up time. And I've made some progress as we've been betting the house. It's not been perfect, but we're getting there. And I think this one might be I know, is it this last week? This one, I think you might even agree, is legitimately up for grabs to be my first 3 for 3. All right? So let's get into it. As I try to find my intro. Boom. Bet the house that Ja'Cory Bill Krosky Merritt officially takes the lead role and finishes as a top 12 running back on the week versus Chicago. Chicago has had a tough time stopping the run. Washington's at home, coming off a big win against the Chargers, and Bill got all the work. And the Bills are, or not the Bills, the Bears are permeable inside, and I like Washington to win this game, even though the Bears are just coming off a bye, all fresh and ready to go. But I like what I saw. I watched the game because I was watching Hampton start to feast and then get his ankle clipped on a trip, but whatever. And I think he officially takes it over. Top 12 finish for Bill.
Yeah. Seems like he has taken over, which is good for fantasy football.
I mean, we love a condensing of a running back room. We don't like no Ken Walker Charbonnet-ish.
Yeah. What sucks is that I don't think it's going to last more than a year.
Oh, he's got James Robinson written all over him, bro.
I don't even think he's as good as James Robinson. James Robinson was actually... He was weird because he was phenomenal.
Well, James Robinson took a few weeks to come onto the scene, too. Like, he wasn't the starter from week 1.
Yeah.
He was a waiver wire pickup, and I was like, I'm not picking up that guy. He finishes the top, 5 running back on the year? Whatever year that was, 2019, something like that. So, I don't know. I agree with you, though. I don't think it'll last, but for this year, who knows? We'll see. Who you got first?
I bet you they wish they hadn't traded away Brian Robinson.
Genuinely, but whatever.
I've got Ted McMillan has his actual breakout. I mean, if you've been watching the games,
see,
he's broken out. Like he's a great wide receiver, and everybody knows it. But he hasn't eclipsed 100 yards yet. I'm predicting he's going to eclipse 100 yards and have a real breakout for fantasy football.
Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely has broken out NFL wise. Like people know he's great. He also has not scored a touchdown in the year. He has the most targets of any NFL player this year without a touchdown, and it's not even close.
I mean, truthfully, he really hasn't been that good.
He's,
At least for fantasy football, he's been
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. See, I've gone back and forth. I almost went and like really went after Tedero McMillan, but I'm like,
I think you get him for. Oh wait, no, you don't need a running back.
no. I mean, shit. Give me who does Gio have? McMillan and Javante.
He has no running backs.
What if? But see, again,
Well,
that's
he's not going to fucking do that.
whatever. But again, in fantasy
Maybe
football,
for CeeDee Lamb.
I would kill myself before I do that. Because hear me out.
I bet you. Okay.
Because touchdowns are king in fantasy football. Like especially in a standard league that we play in, you're not getting 20 plus points without a touchdown, barring like a miracle career game. Like it's just not happening. So you need touchdowns. And Tedero McMillan is not even top 24 wide receiver in fantasy right now because he's averaging probably 6 to 7 points a game. And if you were to tell me that a receiver as a rookie was going to average 65 to 70 yards a game, that's incredible. He's going to finish with over 1,300 yards. He's going to finish with over 1,300 yards. It's going to be insane. But for fantasy purposes, you can't bank on that, especially in our league scoring. If you got PPR, full PPR, sure, because he is the target monster. But I agree that he's broken out. I mean, 100 yards. The Panthers play who do they play this week?
Dallas. That's why I'm predicting a breakout.
Okay, yeah. Dallas's defense is really weird.
Yeah. You know who he really freaking reminds me of is Drake London.
That was his comp coming into the league.
It's literally his comp. They got drafted around the same time, and they both went to teams that were trying to rebuild and fucking suck.
So this is the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. It's Mike Evans, Drake London, Tedero McMillan. Like they're all fruit of the same tree. Which again, that's fantasy success right there. If we can just get some more consistency on offense for the Panthers, I'm in. And Justin knows. I told him that Tedero McMillan was a baller from college. Like we were going through who was the best rookie receiver and blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, he's legit. But all right, mine's super simple. This next one, Tucker Kraft touchdown guarantee versus Cincinnati. Tucker Kraft fell down at the 1 yard line twice. I say twice last week, or they were on bye last week, but twice he went down at the 1 yard line. He is a yards after catch beast. The Green Bay Packers offense is just too good, and the Bengals defense is too bad, and I just know it's coming. I know it's coming for Tucker Kraft. If I couldn't, so you want to hear my rest of season rankings for tight end, at least like up until this point, just off the dome?
I'm curious because I'll tell you mine as well.
This is really hard. I would rather have Trey McBride, I think, is still my number one. The targets are still there. Tyler Warren. I'm giving the hope to Brock Bowers at 3. Giving the hope. But if I'm being realistic, it's Jake Ferguson and Tucker Kraft are the next 2 down the line.
Well, do you think Jake Ferguson is going to continue doing that when CeeDee Lamb comes back, though?
I think so. He's
gonna be third. He's gonna be
maybe
third.
okay.
George Pickens. Yeah.
I'll put Kittle in there. I'm forgetting about Kittle because
he's
coming back. Week 7 I think is what they're aiming for.
You know who's been really sneaky this year is Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Kyle Pitts has been sneaky. I'm just saying.
I
so
believe he is a top
again,
5.
maybe this isn't a off the dome type of conversation. I have to think it through. But point being is Tucker Kraft, I think, is locked and loaded in my head as a top 5 tight end. Genuinely, I think that.
Yeah, he's been great. He's a touchdown machine, which is what you want. I
And a
mean, yeah,
yards after catch.
I was actually gonna say I think I would put Tyler Warren one because
I mean,
he's
I have no
getting
problem with
just
that.
as much involvement as McBride, except he's just on a better offense right now.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think he's probably done better than McBride so far.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
um,
It's it's really close. I'm just. It's hard for me to put
but
him
yeah,
at
I would,
number one.
yeah.
But yes, I agree very much so.
But then my list would pretty much follow as yours did.
Um. All right. What's your next thing that we bet in the house on?
I'm gonna bet the house. This is like 2 weeks in a row. We're gonna have a little bit of a battle here, I think.
Okay.
It was last year, and it was electric. Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels duke it out. Adunze has 100 yards. Debo has 100 yards from scrimmage.
That's okay. Thanks for putting that in there. So when he has 18 rushing yards on 2 carries, and then he gets
Yeah.
88 yards. Um. All right. I think that's bold, but
I think it's gonna be a shootout. I don't think Washington's defense is decent, but Caleb Williams is on fire this year. I think he is actually having his real breakout as well. He's a quarterback 4 for fantasy right now. Kind of crazy. Adunze, I think, is he doesn't get that many yards. I will say he's been very touchdown dependent.
yeah,
But the
he
targets are
had
there.
he had what 5 touchdowns through 4 weeks, but the yards were there too. Like he's doing great as well.
Yeah,
So it's not like he
Yeah.
had a 31 yard. I mean, he has had a 31 yard and a touchdown game, but that's not like all it is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just think 100 yards is like a really tough mark in today's NFL. So I think
It is.
we might need to stop undervaluing those 100-yard games like we used to, considering I think the NFL's average this year is like 218 yards passing. Like
I will say football has not been as exciting to watch, man. The NFL, Roger Goodell should be fucking slaughtered. We should take him out like fucking Ned Stark.
put his head on a spike. Puh. Yeah.
We should. And
I
we
don't
should make his daughter go and watch the fucking guts fall out of his neck.
I thought you were gonna get like real weird with that, but then I remembered that's the actual plot of the show in Game of Thrones. I was like, "What do you got against his daughter, bro?" I was like, "Damn, all right." All right. Final one. I just said it, but Puka Nacua 100+ yards versus a depleted Rams defense. I feel like that
I know you
one
got
is
DFS.
different. That one is different. You think I paid the 10,400 for Puka? You realize it's that much?
I tried
Oh God.
because I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. He might get that in
almost
one
made-
play. He might score.
I almost made my bet the house that he was gonna have 150 yards this week.
See, that's why I. And if there's anyone, I mean, he leads the NFL in receiving yards.
Bro, I don't even know if he's had less than 100 yards in a game so far.
He has.
Are you sure?
He has 500.
I bet you
he has like
I bet you he
558
averages
yards.
more.
He had 558 yards on the season, I believe.
You know
588.
the person who has Puka is 0-5.
He had 91 and 85. And then he had 130,
Yeah.
112, and 170. Yeah, the 170 against the Colts is crazy. Yes, that is a crazy, insane
Yeah.
fact.
It all came in like the second half too.
Yeah, the Puka manager in our league is 0-5. Actually,
And
just
he
talked to
also
Caleb
he doesn't
today.
even have a bad team. He has Jalen Hurts, Judkins, Debo, and
His running backs are trash.
Kamara.
No, actually, matter of fact, while we're on this topic, we're talking about busts and like how your fantasy season can get derailed so quick. I talked to Caleb today, and we discussed this. He said, or I said, you know why your team is 0-5? He said, my team's on the come up. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I said, your team's 0-5 because your first round pick was Brian Thomas Jr., your second round pick was Chase Brown, and your third round pick was Lad McConkey. You're cooked. Your top
And he
3
hasn't-
picks
bro,
combined for 200
If you're
total
listening to
yards.
this, Caleb, it's fucking bullshit. I bet I've sent him. He's probably the person I've sent the most trades to. I've tried to get Debo several times because I have Jane Daniels. I was just like, I want the stack. And like I said, I'm just if I had a Dunze and Debo, Lost Neighbors, like I feel like that's a wide receiver that I'm okay with, right? He's being so stingy, man. He's like, no. Every time I text him about a trade, he's like, no, I just really like my team. I'm like, you're 0 in fucking 5, dude.
I know. I tell you, said around the come. I sent a trade to him and he denied it expeditiously. I've never seen someone deny a trade that fast.
He told me my trade was trash.
Which was what you said? He didn't say what it was for.
Okay, I think I offered him. Fuck. Let me see my lineup and see I offered him a receiver and. Oh fuck! What's his name? Kendra Miller. For Debo, just straight up Debo. Nobody else.
I offered him Addison, Jordan Addison, and Michael Carter for Kamara and McConkey, and he denied it expeditiously. But after he was like, "Who'd you send it to?"
I don't think I would do that either, but
I know, and he was like, "It was trash." I was like, "It wasn't that bad." And he looked back, he's like, "No, it's actually a decent trade, but I like my team." He said my team's on the come up, and I was like, "Bro, what?" Because again, I was trying to find a running back some way somehow, and so I was like, "Kamara's a decent startable option. Let's see if I can get him."
I offered him Kendra Miller, and it was one of these three. It was either Marquise Brown, Coleman, or Hunter. One of the three I offered.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Or actually, I think it was Kendra Miller and Waddle. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and he is the Kamara manager.
For Debo, it's not like Debo's slaying the earth right now. Like he's doing okay.
Dude, he kind of is.
He's not though, bro. He's not.
Dude, Deebo Samuel he's the wide receiver 7 right now. 17, 13, 6, 14, 15. That's pretty good. And he gets some of the return yards.
I guess kind of is.
Yeah, he's wide receiver 7 right now for whatever. But
also, part of it was that Kendra Miller, if you haven't seen, first of all, he's been getting like 10 carries a game.
Yeah, his snaps been going up
He's actually done really well with it. Like I think last week he was like 4 or 5 yards a carry. Anyways, he also has Kamara, so I was like,
but see, I also think that that's a negative in this situation. Because unless Kamara gets traded, he's never going to start both of them.
Well, no, it's a handcuff back.
Yeah, but
which I think is very valuable. Like if somebody if Christian was like, I'll give you Charbonnet, like if I was getting Charbonnet versus RJ Harvey or one of these other backup running backs, I would value Charbonnet way more because I have Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, which I agree. There's two schools of thought, and I tend to lean that way anyways. But the reason I say that is Kendra Miller's snaps have been going up, and so I think that they're trying to get it like 50-50. So now you have two halves of one player. It's not a backup and a full-time player. So like you can easily do that switch. Yeah. It's like now you have two roster cloggers of guys that are going to get you 6 points apiece. So that's where I say like that's a negative versus like say if I had Kendra Miller, I just might be able to start Kendra Miller like as a flex option who's still going to get some work, maybe a scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
That's where I said
at this point I think I would like if you're in a deeper league, like I would start Kendra Miller.
Yeah, it's plenty fine. I'm in the position I might be starting Tyler Algier this week. You know why?
No.
He averages 13 carries a game. I don't know if you knew that. Like
No, I know he gets a lot.
He's very much involved. I was shocked that he was still on our waiver wire. It was either that or pay 700 fab for fucking Hassan Haskins. So
how much did you pay?
I paid 13 and no one else bet on him. I thought for sure someone would.
I bet 15.
Oh, for Haskins.
Yeah.
Oh, I did 18.
Oh, yeah, I bet 15. Went for 40.
Yeah.
That's the second time that this has happened this year where I'm like, holy fuck, they bet that much, but then
No. For a quick sidebar on fab is I will not dump my fab for a part-time player. This guy has 4 weeks to start.
Yeah.
Like
Quentin Johnson, I probably should. But also,
yeah, but I'm talking.
I still don't think I would
backs.
spend 60 fab on him.
No. Well, maybe.
I don't know.
But
to be honest, with how bad I need a receiver.
But what I'm saying is Hampton is coming back, and so you're going to spend 40% of your entire budget on a player that is just going to be startable for 4 weeks. If Hampton had season ending, whatever, sure, like have at it. But it's still only week 5. Like that player, you're going to spend a quarter or 40% of your budget before you even get to week 10. Get the hell out of here. All right. What's your final bet the house?
I'm just not realizing. I think I've had Ashton Janty on my bet the house every fucking week.
I try to avoid my own players on these, but it's really hard.
Yeah, it is tough too because he was just a player I was so excited for just for football purposes.
Yeah.
And that's why I fucking drafted him in the first overall pick. Janty tears up the Tennessee defense, 100 yards and a touchdown. Since they've changed it up with that offense and him, specifically him, and they've let him just be himself. I don't know if you've heard about this.
Yeah.
I think it was like the first 3 weeks, they made him, get in like the traditional running back stance, blah, blah, blah. Since they've let him just stand up like fucking Michael Myers, he's had, I don't know how much this correlates. He's had 59 receiving yards. Through the first 3 weeks, he only had like 17. He's at 59. This is through 2 games. 59 receiving yards, and he's been averaging 5.7 a carry.
Yeah, because he's good. And
he's phenomenal.
I mean, I hope the Titans win this game. Just as a Broncos fan, that would be hilarious. But they're projected to win. They can get Genty some more work. The Titans defense, I will say, they're up front. Their D-line is not bad. Like, they're decent at stopping the run. But I just think Genty can make it to the outside and get past those beasts up front and Devondre Sweat and Jeffrey Simmons and bounce it outside, have some big runs. Again, I think we need to start respecting these 100-yard games a little bit more. But we'll see. For
running backs, it is more happens more. But
yeah. All right. We'll see how that works out this week. Let's get into something that we've done much better at. Tough calls, baby. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of some pretty interesting ones, I think, that I've pulled for us to discuss today. We're going to start it out with one of yours and one of my dynasty receivers. We got Jameson Williams versus Kansas City, or Keon Coleman versus Atlanta.
Keon Coleman. I wouldn't touch Jameson Williams with a 10-foot pole right now.
I don't know what the issue is. He is just not being targeted. He's being targeted on the lowest percent of his routes of his career. I don't know what it is because not much has changed. But on the targets he is getting, they're not connecting. Like they're just missing the deep bomb. It's just not looking like it's there. However, Kansas City, if we're talking about a shootout in a game, I think it's going to be Kansas City, Detroit on Monday night or Sunday night. They have the Sunday night game. Thank God we get a good one.
Oh, I was thinking it was going to be I was thinking the opposite. I thought it was going to be pretty defensive, to be honest with you.
I think the otherwise, because I think both the Jags actually have a really good defense, and so do the Chiefs. And that game was 48 points, almost 52 points. Was it 28-24? Like, again, we're
phenomenal game, by the way.
Yeah, we're past the days of 50.
I fucking hate that the Jags won. You probably love it, but
it was actually incredible. Actually incredible.
It fucking sucked for me because the Jags are sneakily tied with the Colts right now, record-wise.
Yeah, they're 4-1.
It's crazy.
I'm curious when the Colts and Jags play.
We don't play until like the last month of the season.
Oh, dang.
We play for the first time.
That's Denver. No, because they play the Raiders coming up. But yeah, Keon Coleman has had 26 or fewer receiving yards in 4 out of 5 games.
Yeah, but I think he's also had 3 touchdowns.
correct. I mean, he definitely is more of a red zone threat. It's just Keon isn't the one play gonna win you the week because he can get you a 70-yard bomb. I'm just saying they're two low producing receivers with really high potential. I think it's gonna be high scoring versus Kansas City, and Keon Coleman and the Bills, they can just win in so many different ways, and he can be completely irrelevant. That's why I think this is a tough call, because neither of them have done much of anything aside from a play or two here and there. Keon Coleman scored a touchdown last week and finished with 5 points.
Yeah, Keon Coleman had 112 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, against the Ravens. Yeah, but other than that, he's not crossed 26 yards.
I'll say this, though. Look at the teams, and this is going to sound bad, but this year these defenses, I believe, are actually kind of good. He's played the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints, and the Patriots.
Jets, Dolphins, Saints, Patriots. Jets and Dolphins are poo-poo stain.
I mean, Jets are poo-poo stain. Dolphins, I don't think are poo-poo stain as far as the pass game.
Yeah. I mean, what's
and then Christian Gonzalez was probably covering him all game last week. Kool-Aid McKinstry and whoever else they have.
Well, that was just
the Saints defense is low-key pretty decent.
Okay, so this is actually hilarious. So, total stat line. First of all, James Williams only has 11 catches on the year, but he's 223 yards and 1 touchdown. Keon has 21 receptions for 226 yards and 2 touchdowns. So they have the difference of 3 total yards and 1 touchdown on the year. And Jameson has 10 less catches. Not that that really matters, but that just shows you the type of player.
NFL sucks.
Right. So these players are just...
Should we ban cover 2?
We don't have to ban cover 2.
Cover 2.
We need to ban the cover 2 shell. We need to ban the outside corners playing off and the linebackers playing up underneath. That is what we need to ban, because they should mandatory press wide receivers. That's what we need. You can have a safety behind.
I don't know how we do that, but
yeah, mandatory press. At least on the outside receivers. Just just like how the wide receivers have to line up on the line of scrimmage, the corners have to line up on the line of scrimmage too.
You know, that is true. The defense has always kind of been allowed to do whatever the fuck they want as long as they don't cross that line before the ball snapped. I mean, you could put 2 defenders on the line if you want and everybody back.
Yeah.
But on the offense, how many fucking illegal formations can you get?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to change this. I think you're onto something, because this is bullshit, honestly.
We need to have the better route runner. We can't make them
have to fucking man up and actually cover these alpha wide receivers. They get to play back.
Have some linebacker help. Have the strong safety come up and like shadow underneath as they just get to sit back there and be like, "Bee, don't get past me. Can't get past me." No,
Mandatory press. You heard it here first.
Yeah, we're getting on topic, but I'm just saying their total stat lines on the year are almost identical, minus a touchdown. Yeah. And
I would take Coleman.
I probably will too, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right.
My tough call is, both of them might be okay.
Munching the butt. Munching the butt.
That might be okay.
What did you say?
What
did he say?
I don't know. Caleb Williams.
No, we're back
versus Washington.
Okay.
Or Jaden Daniels versus Chicago.
All right, so this is a twofer. Well, you both think that they're going to have great games, so
this is for me. This is for me personally.
Oh yeah, I forgot, because you actually. Oh, that's the worst. So I've got Bo Nix and Justin Fields. It's not as hard of a decision as yours is, but that's still. Yeah. I mean, I made that call last week, but it was purely because of the Eagles' defense.
I have Jaden Daniels in, but like,
I think you go. Oh, this is gonna sound gross, but I think you go Caleb Williams. Only because I think the. I told you I think Bill has a good game on the ground, and
Yeah.
the Bears can't run the football, and Caleb Williams has passed. What is his passing yardage per game? Like
That's kind of where I'm leaning to because, like you
he's
said,
only 1 week off
Bill.
the injury, um,
Yeah,
off the knee injury. They're fresh off the
and Bill can run
bye.
on the ground.
Although I don't know because Washington's at home, so I feel like that
I will say
does.
I think Washington's defense scares me a little bit. They're pretty good. They
Yeah,
just messed up Justin Herbert.
yeah.
But the Chargers have been struggling before that game. I wouldn't. I don't know.
It's that one's really tough. It's just I know. So for example, one of the main reasons why I wanted to draft Bo Nix, one, look at the jerseys. It's fun.
Yeah.
However, he throws the ball a ton. Granted, last year Denver didn't have a running game, so I thought that with RJ Harvey and J.K. Dobbins, that would kind of tone it down a little bit. They would be able to run. It hasn't really stayed true. Like against the Eagles, he still threw the ball 42 times. And I think that's huge when it comes to a quarterback in fantasy, is just how often they're throwing the ball. Because if they can, look at the Jalen Hurts of it all, he can throw the ball 12 times in a game and they could win. Granted,
Yeah.
he's running too, so that kind of mitigates that. But just as someone who doesn't have the pure passing volume, Jaden Daniels might throw the ball 22 times. Caleb Williams might throw it 40 times. And if you think it's going to be a shootout, I'd take the weapons in Chicago over the weapons in Washington. It's just tough because Jaden Daniels has the name and he is
You
that
also have the
guy.
stack.
You do have the stack. And Dunze's been on fire. They still got DJ Moore. Colson Loveland is there apparently. I I don't know, man. I
Oh wow! After the bye, he dropped from quarterback 4 to 14.
Yeah, on it. I mean, that's still pretty impressive. So
Well, yeah, he hasn't played a whole game.
missed a whole game and he's still quarterback 14. But my brain says Caleb Williams, but my like if I were you, I don't think I have the nuts to do it.
Yeah.
Like if it's a real life
The
decision.
shitty thing is that the 3 games that Jane Daniels has started, he's been good enough, but he hasn't been great.
Yeah.
But also on the rushing side, 68, 17, 39. Pretty good. Like, I'll take that all day.
Yeah, except go to Caleb Williams.
And honestly,
How much
he's
want
had
that?
over 200 passing yards every game. He just hasn't had the touchdowns this year.
How much go to Caleb Williams? I bet you Caleb has more rush yards.
And Caleb Williams also has been rushing the ball a lot, too, this year.
That's what I'm saying. I actually though between the numbers you just told me, I bet Caleb has more rushing yards.
Um, they're pretty similar. Caleb Williams had 58 rushing yards, 27, 12, 13.
Mm,
So honestly, they're probably about tied.
yeah.
Um,
All right.
here's what the difference has been. I'll tell you right now. Touchdowns. Caleb Williams has 1, 3, 7, 8 touchdowns. Nope, 9. 9
Mhm.
touchdowns so far.
Through 4 games
That's
because they
the
had the bye.
difference. Yeah,
Hey.
9 touchdowns. He did have one game where he passed a lot. The other games, it's like 210, 207, 212.
Yeah, but what did I say about fantasy football? Touchdowns wins, and that's why.
And truthfully, last year, Jaden Daniels had that issue too where he just didn't get touchdowns.
And I love. So this is why I love Dak last year, and we'll move on. We're going long, but I loved Dak and Josh Allen and Mahomes as fantasy quarterbacks in years past because their teams and their coaches are not afraid to throw the ball at the goal line. Inside the 5, it's not an automatic run. It's an automatic run.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Jaden Daniels can get in on a zone read and he can put that in himself, and he did last year. But Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams, like we've seen them throw the ball because one of an ineptitude to run the ball, and I think that's just the type of play caller they have in Chicago. So I'm gonna go Caleb.
All right, so you're going with All right.
All right.
I'm going Daniels.
All right. I don't blame you. All right. Let's run through these real quick. Isaiah Pacheco versus Detroit or Michael Carter versus Indianapolis?
Gross. That's disgusting.
So I most likely am starting Michael Carter versus Indy. And
can I choose Hassan Haskins? No, I'm just kidding.
No. And
I would
so
go Michael Carter. Yeah, I would go Michael Carter.
I think Michael Carter has
the shining light of the Colts defense has been their run defense.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
They get torched in the air. Yeah.
I'm not excited about it, but I'm also the reason this came up is because I'm playing Carter against Indy and Gio has Pacheco versus Detroit. They're both awful matchups. They're not good players, and I think it just comes down to whoever gets a chance at a touchdown. And
yeah,
I think that.
But you also said that the Chiefs game is going to be a shootout.
Correct, but Kareem Hunt is the goal line back for Kansas City. He scored 2 goal line touchdowns last week. So,
oh wow,
Isaiah Pacheco is not going to get the goal line work. So a chance at that's the only reason I slightly lean Michael Carter.
How funny is it that Kareem Hunt's back on the Chiefs? I think it's pretty funny.
Is it weird that I think of them as 2 different players? Like I don't even see them in the same as the same human, but it is the same human.
They're not, because it was a very sad. Well, it's not sad. He brought it upon himself. He fucking kicked a woman in the face, but it was sad to see his talent go to waste because he was insane.
I know, but what I'm saying is in my brain, this is just a washed practice squad running back. It's not even Kareem Hunt. It is the same human, but it's not. So I take it. Are you going Carter then?
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going Carter.
What we got?
All right, we got Diggs at New Orleans or Metcalf versus Cleveland. This is somebody's real choice. I don't remember who, but this is a choice in the league. Yeah, and he's starting Diggs over Metcalf. I lean towards Metcalf's side.
It's Joe. I will take Metcalf, even though Diggs just had his best week in a long time last week against a great Bills defense. The Browns. You know what? I'm taking Diggs.
Metcalf's been.
You know what? I'm taking Diggs. Diggs had insane involvement,
sneaky, though, I will say.
And the corners, Greg Newsome, Denzel Ward for the Browns are actually really damn good. And I don't think DK is that good of a receiver. I think he just is a big, strong guy who sometimes can get the ball. So
separate well.
So I think, actually, I'm really confident in Diggs on that.
Now, the New Orleans has one of the best cornerback groups in the league too. But
I'm taking. Yeah, I think the Patriots start rolling here.
All right, I'm gonna take Metcalf.
All right, cool. We got one different. All right, Travis Etienne versus Seattle, or Rachaad White versus San Francisco.
You said Etienne.
Etienne versus Seattle, or Rachaad White versus San Francisco.
Oh, because there's no Bucky.
Yeah, and Rachaad White got everything last week.
How'd he do?
He did great. Finished with 16 points, I think.
Oh wow, I didn't even check up on that.
Yeah, no, he did really well. Gonzo, of course, had him and started him. He finished with 19.1, 42 on the ground, 2 touchdowns, and 30 through the air. He got everything, and who did I say? Oh, Etienne. Etienne is also getting everything, but Seattle is a much better defense, in my opinion, at this point than the San Francisco run game.
But Seattle's defense is they're ball hawks. So I almost put on my bet the house that JSN was going to have his first blip
stud or
game.
Yeah. All right.
I'll go Etienne just because I think Etienne is just a much better player.
All right. I'm going to go Rachaad White. So we actually have two different, at least on mine. Or
On
one
mine
each.
too.
All right, cool.
We're indifferent this week.
Yeah, except
Wait, no, we are different this week.
yes,
Not indifferent.
we are same,
Normally we're indifferent.
but different.
Now we're diff.
All right, let's get back to the back-to-back champion of the week.
Wait. T. Higgins at Green
Oh,
Bay
sure.
or Rashid Shaheed versus New England?
T. Higgins, Green Bay, Rashid Shaheed.
Crazy.
Ew.
This is a question.
I'm still taking T.
But somebody starting Shaheed over T. Higgins. That's another one I
Really?
saw. But with the Joe Flacco news, I will say if he starts,
I'm taking T.
I lean Higgins.
I'm taking T. There's no way in hell. Because Rashid Shaheed is the type of guy who can get like 4 targets, 1 catch for 32 yards.
Yeah.
And like, I want someone with a more guaranteed role in the offense. So give me T. Higgins.
I'll do T. Higgins too.
All right. Now let's see where these beautiful lineups stack up. All right. Like I said, I won last week in a smashing victory. You've got your DFS lineup ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
All right. This one shouldn't come as a surprise to you. And I had multiple options here at quarterback. But it's Bo Nix versus the Jets, 7,400.
Oh, wow.
As someone who hopped on this show last week and said, I'm tired of hearing that the Jets defense is good, they suck, they're trash, they're ass. That's what you said. So
I did say that.
And they got torched
And they
by the Cowboys.
Cowboys, yes. I do think they're ass.
So I took Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick. I went with somebody $100 cheaper in Caleb Williams. So at least for this league, starting Caleb Williams at 73, obviously.
Yeah, because I can't even imagine what Jaden Daniels was. He's probably still like 8,500.
Oh yeah, he's up there.
All right, running back number 1, Rico Dowdle versus Dallas, 6,600.
Okay, so you're gonna change him. Well,
Yeah.
Now look here, you can't change him if Chuba starts
Why not?
because you're not choosing a starter that gets replaced by.
Yeah, Rico is a
Well,
starter.
first of all, the thing's not gonna let you.
Before kickoff, yes, it does.
No, but here's what I'm trying to say here. If Dowdle isn't the starter and Hubbard plays, Hubbard's going to cost more. Versus when you had Hubbard cost more than Dowdle. You were able to put in Dowdle if he was out.
I haven't seen anything about him guaranteed to play this week, but
He's not guaranteed, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's projected to play.
I don't. Yeah, all right, whatever. And it is what it is. I will
don't allow you to change somebody out, but I'm just saying you're not going to be able to do Hubbard because it won't work.
All right, but as of right now, if Rico's like, this is my lineup, and I can change it later. Hell, I had to change it last week because I had Chuba in, and put it in to Rico. So
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. All right, I think no surprise. Ashton Genty, 8,000, versus the 30th ranked defense against running backs in Tennessee.
yeah, it's crazy. He really didn't cross my mind as someone to play, which I don't know why.
He honestly wasn't that expensive, and
Well,
it's a great matchup.
The reason I say that is because I'm looking at my next running back right here, and the cost I paid for him is only $200 less, but it's Javonte Williams versus Carolina. So
And shit, dude, he's been good.
he's
which
been
is fun
insane.
to see.
So for $200 cheaper, I mean, I don't know, but it's just funny that Javonte Williams and Ashton Genty are within $200 of each other on this,
That is pretty funny.
especially with the matchup.
Honestly, I hope Javonte keeps it going because that'd be a cool comeback story.
Yeah. All right.
All right. my second running back is Judkins at 7,100 versus Pittsburgh, which
Okay.
Pittsburgh's a little scary, but what do you do against Green Bay? Feast it, son. Judkins is the real deal. He's the truth.
I know. So this is one we don't have. We don't have any of the same players so far, and I don't have Judkins. I tried to fit him in, but the way it shook out, I couldn't. So I really tried. I needed like an extra 200 to get him in, and now I'm glad that I didn't.
I think I had Chuba in his place, and I went cheaper to fit some other people.
But yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that now. But Michael Pittman, a back-to-back, going Michael Pittman back-to-back versus Arizona, 6,200. So I'm starting to believe
cheap.
in the Pity City.
Obviously, you've done it again. You've got a stud in your flex, 100%.
I don't.
I doubt it. All right. I'm kind of surprised we didn't have the same one here, especially with talking about the Rams and the dominance. Devontae Adams at 7,800.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think just my mindset going through this lineup today is I think I had something I wanted to try, and I tried to fit it around it, which isn't normally how I do it. I normally will start with like what I want and then sacrifice from there, but I tried like the opposite. But we did talk about the Rams and their dominance, so I got Puka Nacua as my wide receiver too.
That's why you don't have anybody in your fucking flex.
That's why I don't have anybody in my flex, because
Well, I know you're starting the worst possible defense, because I also tried to have Puka and I settled for Devontae Adams because I was messing around with my lineup and I was like, holy shit, I can't afford anybody.
Yeah, honestly, I think Michael Pittman might be my worst pick so far.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So I'll have that. But yeah, so Puka Nacua, 9,800.
Wow.
Actually, the most expensive player on the board I saw was Jonathan Taylor, 10,400 is what he costs.
Wow. It's kind of surprising because I think the Cardinals' rush defense is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, but I mean, he has 9 touchdowns through 5 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's 2 3-touchdown games, which is why Kyle's 5-0.
Exactamente.
All right. Rome Odunze, shocker.
All right.
7,600 versus the 24th ranked defense in Washington.
All right. Well, we talked about it. Same matchup. Debo Samuel.
Stack, baby.
Debo Samuel versus Chicago. 6,200 or 6,700. I think Debo is being grossly mispriced in this. Only 6,700 for Debo. I feel like it's crazy.
I would say.
I just told you he's the wide receiver 7 in fantasy, and 6,700 seems like a smash.
That seems pretty low.
But that's the truth. I'm telling you.
All right, well, I got my breakout rookie star of the year. Well, no. I said that wrong. I don't believe it. I'll never believe it. Egbuka is the greatest wide receiver of all time, but Tyreek McMillan is having his breakout game this week. 6,600.
Okay. I put him in our lineup twice so far, and again, without like the touchdowns, a 76 or 72 yard performance just doesn't like the 7.2 in there just seems gross. So no. Wait, did you skip a player? Oh no, I went first. Yeah, tight end. I had to save a little bit of money, but he's going to be involved, and he has the upside. It's Juwan Johnson versus New England, 5,200.
Wow. I'm starting to think we might not have a single player the same.
This might be a first, because I'm pretty sure we don't.
Which I don't know if that's ever happened.
Me neither. It's going to be exciting.
We've done a lot of these. Yeah, I have Jake Tonjes for 5,600.
Damn. Jake Tonjes is 400 more than Juwan Johnson. I feel like that's also a weird misprice. I mean, Tonjes has been okay, but Juwan Johnson has been extremely involved. And that 400
Yeah,
doesn't seem
no, I
like a
mean,
lot, but that's a lot. That's a difference between a
it is. Tonjes has been pretty great, though. I don't know if you've looked at him. I actually
yeah,
thought about picking him up because
yeah.
I think he's had like over 8 points a game since Kittle left.
He's the tight end 10. I saw Jake
Yeah,
Tonjes.
and he didn't even touch the ball in the first 2 weeks. So.
Well, he did score the game that Kittle got hurt. He did score in that one.
Oh, okay.
But my flex is J.K. Dobbins against the Jets, 6,600, which again I feel like is a weird mispricing for a running back who's been as consistent as he has. So I feel like I found some value late.
Yeah, it's good value. Last week I went with Woody Marks.
Ah, yes.
And that sucked.
Is he going trouble up a ding dong?
This week I'm gonna try to do the same thing by taking a value here in Hassan Haskins.
Okay.
For 5,600.
As you just got done telling me earlier today that Kamani Vidal is gonna be the guy.
Yeah, I think he was more expensive. I have $0 left.
Huh. I left $200 on the table. Which, and again, once I finish my lineup and I have extra money, I go through each position and see if I can upgrade. And it's crazy how much I like guys that are $200, $300, $400 less than I like guys that are more expensive.
Yeah.
So
often.
I've learned to just like eat the loss of money and take the players I like.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is the only chance we have left to have the same defense. I don't know how much money you had left, but I have the Cleveland Browns defense against Pittsburgh.
Nope.
Okay.
That's interesting though.
Great defense.
I had the Rams versus Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have. I mean, mine was only 3,500. That's all I had to spend. It was what, 45?
Okay, 44.
Yeah. So you spent an extra 900 on your defense.
I have learned with this, although it has not worked out for me the last couple weeks. But to be honest, I picked not good defenses. I think you've beat me in the defense battle both weeks. But
not to mention just that,
it matters a lot.
I was gonna say not to mention.
Out.
Yeah, no, you're definitely on your way with the defense. Like that's almost like a guaranteed 4 or 5 point spot. I mean, I will say Cleveland's defense can get after Aaron Rodgers, and
I wouldn't be surprised if they do
Steelers.
have a great game.
That's why I picked it. If I'm going to cheap out on a defense, I'm going to cheap out. I would rather play a good to great defense against a mediocre to a good offense versus a shit team in their defense versus a shit offense. That makes sense?
I mean, yeah.
It's like, for example, the Raiders play the Titans this week. I don't want the Raiders defense versus the Titans. Like, the Raiders defense is not good. So I would rather go against a more established defense than just like pray another team's offense is worse.
Well, okay, so listen wait. No. Did the opposite.
What do you mean?
Wait, never mind.
Well, so here we were talking about the importances of defenses in fantasy football, if you have them in your league. Hear me out, Justin. You ready for this? You want to know why I'm 5-0 in our fantasy league? Week 1 against you, Vikings defense 7 points. Week 2, I started the Ravens defense 17 points. Week 3, I started the Seahawks defense 19 points. Week 4, I was very excited for this. I started the Lions defense, 22 points. And week 5, last week, I started the Lions defense, 12 points. My lowest defensive output was 7, with probably an average of 17, 18 points. So, kids out there, do not underestimate the value of a solid defense matchup. And I think that has played a huge part in why I'm undefeated so far.
Yeah.
I mean that's a huge
2
swing.
points for my defense last week. probably could have won me the game if they had 17. I think I would have won.
Yeah. So just wanted to throw that out there as we were talking defense. But we'll check that out. I had some extra time today. So I wanted to see if you were up for a little challenge. See if you accept me or not. So,
all right.
You're going to accept it. You have no choice. But I'm going to give you the choice. You have to blindly accept the terms as you shut off your camera.
I decline.
Well, you can't decline me. I am your boss. Thank you. If you get 15 points or more, I get 5K less on next week's DFS lineup. If you get 15 points or less, you get 5K less on your DFS lineup next week.
Okay.
Okay. I knew you had to agree. You had to agree. Because this wouldn't apply next week, and I did all the work for this. It wasn't a lot of work. But it's a very simple game. You get points for every name guessed correctly. Quarterback's worth 1. Running back's worth 1. Wide receiver's worth 1. Tight end's worth 2.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Name the top 5 current fantasy quarterbacks on the year in total points scored.
Fuck.
And so to do the math, we're doing top 5 of each position, but tight end's worth 2. So that in total, that is 25 total points. You only need 15. That is your bar. So that's just over half. I figured like that was generous because it's some wonkiness.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Baker Mayfield.
That's 1.
Josh Allen.
That's 2.
It's hard to even just like think of quarterbacks right now without a list.
That's part of the
so
challenge.
hard. Sam Darnold.
Okay. Well, so you get 5 guesses. You can't just keep rifling them off until you get all 5. So no, Sam Darnold is not a top 5. But that's your third guess. So you got 2 out of 3.
Justin Fields.
Nope.
Okay. I feel like I'm fucking this up.
Yeah, it seems really easy as I'm staring at these names. I mean, not like super easy, but like if you were to just think of these quarterbacks, you would say yes. So it's purely.
I know. I can't even think of quarterbacks right now.
I mean,
Dak Prescott.
All right, there you go. So you got 3 out of 5. There you go. And now that you did that, I don't know if I should let you look at a list of players. I don't think I should. I think this is part of it.
Nah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So I
got 3 out of 5 though.
Yeah, but that's also the easiest one. I think, in my opinion, I think that's the easiest one. All right. Top 5 running backs currently. Total fantasy points. Go.
Jonathan Taylor.
I got 1.
Christian McCaffrey.
Got 2.
Javonte Williams.
Got 3. No cheating down there. What you looking at?
No, I'm just looking into the void.
As where your phone is.
No, it's black. Fuck, man. I'm just blanking on running backs right now.
A lot of backs out there. You said Taylor and McCaffrey. Taylor, McCaffrey, and Javonte. There are only 2 more. You're
Dobbins.
3 for 3. No.
Fuck. Yeah, no, he can't be.
You're
He could
currently
be.
missing the running back 2. Two and 5.
I can't even think.
Can't you think of single running backs?
Bijan.
All right, that's number
Fucking
5.
stupid. Fuck.
All right.
Um.
I just didn't know if you were going to get there or if you were going to guess because he was on bye. And he still is
Yeah.
currently number 5.
I think I forgot about him for a second.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you 10 more seconds.
All right. Whatever. I'll say Hampton. I don't think it's for sure, but
No, not at all. And up until last week, he was the running back 1 by far and away. It was James Cook.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, James Cook was
Yeah.
the running back 1 for the longest time.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, this is crazy because like I didn't know there was a game show, and I'm just blanking.
I know.
There's nobody coming into my mind.
And to sneak up on you. Well, you know what's coming next. It's wide receivers. Top 5 wide receivers.
Puka,
That's 1.
Amon-Ra,
That's 2.
Quentin Johnston.
Nope.
Fuck, really?
Nope. 2 for 3.
The issue is too is I haven't looked at the rankings
I figured
this
not.
week so far. So
I figured not.
Last week, Quentin Johnson was definitely a top 5, but this week I know he had a shitter. All right, fuck it. Debo.
Nope. 2 for 4. One more guess. One more guess.
I didn't say. I don't know.
Dang. I thought you would do better than that. So 2 for 5. It goes Puka. Wide receiver 2 in our league scoring format. Emeka Egbuka.
Oh, fuck.
Amon-Ra. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Which I thought you would get JSN for sure. And this one actually kind of shocked me. It's George Pickens. He's a wide receiver 5 after 5 weeks. Again, Egbuka is not the 2 in most people's scoring formats, but he has scored multiple bomb touchdowns, so you get those extra points for that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, JSN just kind of goes under the radar for me. I feel like I never really remember he's a person.
You should be. You watched the Seahawks games with Kenneth Walker and watching them.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know. I feel like he has a pretty he's a pretty shitty name.
It's a very unique name. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
memorable
just
name.
I feel like it's kind of lame.
I mean, I think JSN is kind of a cool, like, JSN. But Jackson Smith and Jigba,
Reminds me
that's
of like
too much.
fucking MSN or
Oh,
something.
MSNBC. MSN.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. All right. Now, this is the tough one. I think you
Where
might.
am I at right now? I have 3, 3, 2.
Yeah. No,
So
4,
six
3.
at-
4, 3, 2. So that's 7, 8, 9. So you need to get 3 out of 5. This is perfect. So because the tight ends were 2, because I figured these ones are tough. Top 5 tight ends, 2 points per correct name.
Dude, honestly, I have no fucking clue. Hunter Henry.
That's 1.
Okay.
Shit. Wait, did I say you need 3? Yeah, I need 3. Bro, God damn it. I thought that's the one you weren't going to get.
Tucker Kraft.
No.
Fuck. Tyler Warren.
2. 1 more.
Jake Ferguson.
God damn it. Yes.
I almost said McBride.
Yes. All right. Well, you won, but you're 3 for 3 right now. Or no, you're 3 for 4, so you got one more guess.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, because your only one wrong is Kraft. There's still
Which
two
is
more.
kind of crazy.
You're missing the tight end 1 and tight end 5. You got 2, 3, 4.
Missing that tight end 1?
Mm-hmm. This actually shocked the hell out of me.
Kincaid?
It is Kincaid. Kincaid's the tight end 1.
I have him on my dynasty team, and I know he's been doing well, so I was like, could be Kincaid. Because he started off just doing what Kincaid does. Gets like 50, 60 yards.
All right.
Then he's gone like kind of nuclear.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you double or nothing. I'll take 10K less if you get the final tight end. You gonna take it or no?
Now, if it means I lose if I don't get him.
No, it just yeah. But I'll get down 10K.
Yeah, fuck no.
How about half? I'll take half my money.
I'll give you half your money back. 2,500 less.
If you get it
if
wrong.
I don't get it. Yeah.
I mean, you can.
So I won.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's only 5K. I'm saying I'll take 10K less if you get this last one.
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck it is. I have
Dude,
no clue, bro.
You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it.
I know.
It's AJ Barner.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny.
Yes, it's AJ Barner. It's the tight end 5 on the year. I think because he scored in 3 games out of the year. So.
Yeah, I looked at him on the waiver wire actually.
Yeah, if I wasn't so set with tight end, like I've got Bowers and Ferguson, it's hard rostering 2 tight ends, but yeah, he scored 4 touchdowns on the year. Oh yeah, he scored 2 touchdowns last week. He was 53 and 2. So I don't know.
Yeah,
but damn, you get it exactly. No, because you got. I
got the Kincaid one.
You got
too.
4. Damn, the wide receivers is what you got the least amount of. That's shocking. I mean, good job, guys. That was. I don't think I would have guessed that Hunter Henry would have cracked the top 5. I don't think, and again, Kincaid caught me by surprise because I haven't paid attention to Kincaid much. And
yeah, that one I actually, once I really thought about it, I was like, oh.
Ferguson and Warren are the ones I thought you were gonna get. I was shocked about the other 2. Yeah, all right, maybe I should have kept them all at one point. But I mean, you only got 2 out of 5 wide receivers. You should have gotten 3. I'll give you Ibuka and Pickens. I feel like because we know Ibuka's been great, but top 5 is a crazy high bar, and Pickens, that seems unrealistic.
No, honestly though, it's not been crazy for Ibuka because it hasn't really just been the extra bonus points we have. Like he might be top 5 everywhere.
I mean, he is
I meant to say this today.
I mean, he's 4th in the
went
NFL
back
in
in time-
receiving yards, but he has 5 touchdowns. So he is, I mean, tied for 2nd in the NFL in receiving touchdowns. Amon-Ra is 1st with 6, then Pickens, Rome, and Ibuka all have 5. Michael Pittman is tied for 3rd in the NFL with 4. That's crazy. But also the yardage is just like way more for Ibuka. So, I mean, I guess you're not wrong, but so if you just go by yards, he has almost 100 less and almost 150 less than Puka and Jackson Smith-Njigba. So the bonus points definitely go crazy there. Actually, no, it's just the touchdowns. My man's a machine. Fuck, he's good.
Yeah.
So, all right. So next week on our DFS lineup, I will take 5K off, so I only get 55K instead of 60K to work with. It's all right. I'll win 3 in a row this week, and I'll just give you a charity round next week. How about that? How's that sound?
No, I don't think that's good. But next week I'll make a similar. We'll just switch. We'll flip flop.
You're doing top 5, or just a different challenge for the same, like.
That's true.
I'll say I'll brush up on it. don't play with me. Now you can come up You can do a similar.
I come up with something else.
Yeah, we can do that. So that works. Long show today. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. And my Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. How do you feel about that?
Well, the Colts are ranked number 1 in the NFL. So sorry about it.
Well, to be the best, you got to beat the best, and we just did.
And we just beat you. So
barely. Bullshit leverage call. Don't miss the last call for fantasy football. Deuces.